14th of June 2013. We will start our sitting meditation. Close our eyes and relax the whole body and mind. Be mindful to the breath or what we used to do. We must pay attention the truth to do only, to detach from what we are doing. Whatever we do, we used to pay attention to ourselves and to our actions. We must try to detach from this habit. Practicing meditation is right. Choosing our habits is wrong. When we meditate, we may have experience. All the experience are not to reject and not to attach. Whenever there is cause, there will be effect. Both the cause and effect are not to grasp, to do only, to experience only. There are grasping habits in each of us. We used to grasp the living being as I or you, man or animal, male or female, such as. We are grasping to all our action and to what we know. We should not forget the truth, to use only, to do only, to abandon our grasping habit. If we cannot abandon grasping habit of the mind, there will be grasping in whatever we do. If we are feeling well, we will pay attention to the feeling. So also, if we are feeling sick, we will pay attention to that feeling. We must try to abandon both of this grasping habit. If we are easy to meditate, we will grasp to the situation. If we are not easy to meditate, we will grasp to this situation also. Both of the situation, good or bad, are to use only, to experience only, not to reject and not to attach. Time after time, our mind and body will also be changing. All the situation or condition are to use only, to experience only, not to grasp as something or someone. That's why what is happening to us is not important. If we are feeling bad, trying to detach from this feeling. If we are feeling good, trying to detach from that feeling also. The result or effects may change all the time, but the only things we must do is to detach from the present situation. We should not accept the situation as something. We all are doing what we can do. That's why it will happen we may experience what we should have been. We are busy with a lot of physical, oral and mental action every time. But we are doing one action at one time. Our mental actions will be very fast, but it is also one action at one time. Mindfulness is necessary to know about each of the actions. If we are not mindful, we cannot know each of the detailed action of the mind and body. If we are not used to be mindful to our physical action, we can be mindful to our mental action. We may be mindful to our physical action or mental action of breathing. The object we are mindful is not important. To be doing only is important. If we are mindful to our physical action, we must try to find out the truth of pleasant happening. Our mindfulness may be to our physical action, but our knowing should be pleasant happening. If we are mindful to our mind, we should know the pleasant happening of the mind. If we are able to be mindful to our mental action, we should also know the pleasant happening of our mental action. The more we attach to our body, the more easy to be mindful to the body. If we have strong attachment to the mind, it is easy to be mindful to the mind. At first, we must detach to what we attach most. There are a lot of action, a lot of experience, a lot of knowing, and also a lot of attachments. We must be patient to detach from each of the attachments. If we cannot detach, we must use only the power of attachment. If we detach more and more, we will be able more and more power of detachment. By following the middle way, we must save the power of detachment. If the power of detachment is stronger, knowing about the truth will be more and more clear. The power of attachment is depending on ourselves and our action, which are created truth. That's why the power of attachment is not complete and impermanent. The power of detachment is not depending on the created truth. That's why it is complete and permanent. We should be mindful not only in sitting meditation, but also in every day, every time. Not to lose our mindfulness, we must be able to abandon other mental actions. If we can detach more and more from our action, it will be more easy to be mindful. Only our habitual mental actions are disturbing our mindfulness. We are difficult to keep precept because of our habitual physical and oral actions. That's why all our actions are necessary to abandon. The higher power of detachment can connect to the original truth and original wisdom. If we own the power of detachment, we will understand what is right, what is wrong, what we should do, what we should not do. If we can abandon our action, we will make little mistake. The power of attachment cannot control our mind and our actions. That's why we used to make mistake and we have to suffer. If you can detach from your body, we will not be busy with our body. If we can detach from our mind, we will not be busy with our mind, and there will also be no problems in our mind. We are always busy with our body and mind because of attachment to them.